Hey folks, haven't done a video in a while, but this one is about the Lifepower4 batteries. The problem I was having is that they were saying that they were not going up to full charge. It was showing it was only going up to 51% charge. Now, they were working absolutely fine up until that point. Everything was working perfectly. They'd be at 100% by about 10 o'clock in the morning. I have 30 panels on the roof. I have the hybrid inverter. I have the Lifepower4 communications hub on the wall there. And then I have the 6 batteries. And it's more than enough for what I need usually. But according to the batteries, I was barely making it through the night, just magically. So we had a look online. Online said download the latest firmware. We downloaded the latest firmware and realized that we needed a special cable, which is this cable here. It's USB at one end, and then it's RS485 at the other end. So it turns out someone we knew had this cable. After a little bit of screwing around, we found a friend locally had the cable. So we got the cable. We found that the Windows computer wouldn't connect with it. It would acknowledge the connection, but it would not connect and upload the program. So Tyler, my very smart friend, connected his Mac up and the Mac worked. So we managed to upgrade the batteries, and magically 4 out of the 6 batteries started working perfectly, but it still said that 2 batteries were only coming up to 50%. So we were trying everything. We thought maybe it didn't stick with the firmware, this, that, and the other thing. We couldn't even connect his Mac to the batteries after doing the upgrade. So after the upgrade's done, unless it's a new program, it won't allow you to get back in on the old program. So we were just about to give up, but we went over and saw a neighbor who's been dealing with these specific batteries for quite some time. And he doesn't even have them connected up to the communications hub. So he doesn't use any of these cables. He doesn't use the electronics part of this on the batteries. He literally just has the positive and the negative plugged in so that they can charge and discharge to run the inverters. And they don't run the hybrid inverter like this. They run like Outback inverters. And what he said to us is every now and again the lights would show that they're not fully charging. So all he would do is isolate the battery, say if it was battery number 3, he'd isolate the battery, and then he would just raise the voltage input up just slightly, like a 0.5 volt. And he said usually it would just reset the battery and it'd be fine. So just when we thought we couldn't get these things working properly, Tyler went up to our communications hub here and he adjusted it and found the voltage setting. So he adjusted it from something like 56 volts to 56.5, or from 56.5 to 57, or whatever it was. It was only a 0.5 volt increase. All the batteries shut down and then restarted again at full charge. So even the batteries that said that they were at 40% were actually fully charged. So the system was working, it was fully charging the batteries, it just didn't look like they were. So just take that into account. If you're getting all the warnings and the alarm lights flashing, they may not be out of charge. They may just be not showing properly. So the best thing to do, I reckon, is if you're having trouble with these batteries and the lights aren't showing full, or they're not charging, like the green lights on the multiple lights here should be flashing if it's charging. If it's fully charged, they'll be solid. Is to just raise the voltage up a 0.5 volt and see if that fixes it, because it certainly did with us. And you know, we were 2 days of trial and error into these, and now we know that that's all you got to do. Maybe, I'm not saying it'll work on yours, but it would seem like the firmware update is giving it a better range of voltage to work on. because John, who's running 16 of these batteries, as I say, he does not have any of these communication hub things plugged into it. He's simply using them as a battery. So they've never been updated. He's got some really old ones there that read, the lights on here read backwards. And he said he just doesn't have any problems with them, other than every now and again having to tick the voltage a little bit. It can be the weather. It's a bit warmer weather now, so the voltage might have dropped down because they're not running as cool. Who knows? But whatever it is, it seems to be a voltage issue and very easy to fix.